the beaches in Nova Scotia, Martinique Beach
is one of them.
Well, yeah, no. What I was gonna say is it's the longest. It's 5 kilometers long.
Yeah.
And that makes it good for walking.
You know what else is good for?
Are you sure you wanna say?
Hear me out, hear me out. It's also good for swimming.
On the beach.
No, in the water. Today we're here to learn how to become lifeguards so you feel safe at the beach.
And in the arms of Luke and Jock. So what do lifeguards do, especially on a day like today where no one's swimming, you just sit and not save people?
Well, we do training on days like today, try to take advantage of the bad weather and keep in proper lifeguard form.
Can you use lifeguarding in another career, you know, a stepping stone to a different career?
Yeah, actually, a lot of the lifeguards in the past have gone on to become paramedics, dealing with the Coast Guard, police officers, RCEP officers. We get a lot of that, like, first responder kind of careers stem from lifeguarding initially.
Wow.
Yeah. This is a spinal board with head packs.
Head packs?
Yeah, we have a blanket
Yes, we do.
to keep the victims warm.
Well, I'm going to be the victim at the
That's
moment.
fine. Feel free.
All right, so how do we do this? What do we do?
We're gonna get the victim lying on the spinal board, strap them in, get a blanket on them, get them some oxygen, and then we're gonna
Get them to safety.
Get it.
We're going to pick her up, count to 10 as we carry, set her down, and perform some form of life-saving.
Like a CPR.
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 Exactly.
All right.
You ready?
1, 3.
2,
3, 3.
10.
Lower.
What's going on? Something's going wrong.
29, 30.
Ready?
And then 2 breaths. Breath.
1,
Breath. 2.
1, 2, 3, 10.
Down again.
Down again.
Okay.
The Nova Scotia Lifeguard Service prides itself on a perfect record. Since 1973, when the program started, there have been no drownings with a lifeguard on duty.
So we get the person to the edge of the boardwalk. What's next?
What's next would be the ambulance would be here waiting for us. We would help them put her in the ambulance. We would give the ambulance all of the information that we've been gathering about her, age, sex, what happened to her, any vitals that they would need, and then we're back on duty.
Let me go get another.
Lifeguards have to work in any weather, so that means they have to train in any weather. And no matter how cold the water is.
Go get into some trouble.
Fortunately, lifeguards don't often face emergency situations, but they always need to be ready to react in an instant. As of June 2014, the lifeguard service has performed more than 4,000 rescues. To stay ready, lifeguards train every day. Every drill they do is worth points, and they need 20 points per day. It's time for the changing of the guard. Our newly knighted lifeguards climb into the watchtower to survey their domain.
It may look like the lifeguards at the beach are just hanging out on their big wooden tower or
The beach.
but the fact is their jobs are very important. Not only are they there for those rare emergencies when someone is drowning or being pulled out to sea, they are constantly doing preventative work, scanning the beach, making sure you're safe. So the next time you see a lifeguard, give them a high five.
Not only people need to be safe at the beach, the wildlife needs protecting too. And watching out for the critters is everybody's job.
We're actually standing right by a sign which is talking about piping plovers, which is an endangered species in Nova Scotia. These guys nest on about 24 beaches across Nova Scotia, and there's only about 50 pairs left.
50 pairs of piping plovers in Nova Scotia.
Absolutely true. So they're on the endangered species list both in Nova Scotia and in Canada.
Why on a beach should we be concerned about these nesting birds? Are they not going to be in a tree or in a hole somewhere?
Well, a lot of people think they nest in the dune grass, and that's a really common myth, but they don't. Believe it or not, they're actually right out nesting in the open sand between the dense dune grass and the rack line, so where the high tide stops.
What should you do if you stumble upon a piping plover nesting?
What you should do is immediately just walk away. And that's the case for most bird nests. I mean, everyone's really curious and wants to check it out, but the best thing you can do is just step away, walk away quickly, and leave the area.
We're not going to see any plovers today.
No, unfortunately not. They haven't nested at Martinique since 2010, so we're really hoping that they return to the beach.
Is there anything else that Nova Scotians can keep in mind when they want to go enjoy our great outdoors?
I think the main thing is celebrate what we have and enjoy it, but also share it and make sure that your actions aren't causing harm to something else.
Do you hear that? It's the ocean. It's calling us back into the warm water.
Don't let a little fog keep you from enjoying one of Nova Scotia's greatest resources, our beaches.
Whether you're learning about wildlife, taking a long stroll on a beach, or a cold, quick swim in the ocean, a lot of people work hard to make Nova Scotia better. So come out, have fun, and enjoy it.
We are.
Except for it's actually really cold today.
Well, I took the initiative to prepare appropriately for a day like today.